45 Steve Jobs' most inspirational quotes of all time. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. For the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. I've always been attracted to the more revolutionary changes. I don't know why. Because they're harder. They're much more stressful emotionally. And you usually go through a period where everybody tells you that you've completely failed. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. It's really hard to design products by focus groups. A lot of times, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than 2 doubles. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. My model for business is the Beatles. They were 4 guys that kept each other's negative tendencies in check. They balanced each other. And the total was greater than the sum of the parts. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. It is best to admit them quickly and get on with improving your other innovations. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. That's been one of my mantras, focus and simplicity. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the not successful ones is pure perseverance. Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have a faith in people, that they're basically good and smart, and if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. My favorite things in life don't cost any money. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow know what you truly want to become. Sometimes life is going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. We don't get a chance to do that many things, and everyone should be really excellent. Because this is our life. Life is brief, and then you die, you know? And we've all chosen to do this with our lives. So, it better be damn good. It better be worth it. We're here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here? Creativity is just connecting things. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is and your life is just to live your life inside the world. Try not to bash into the walls too much. Try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. That's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact. Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it, you can influence it. Once you learn that, you will never be the same again. I think the things you regret most in life are the things you didn't do. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful, not dwell on it for too long. Just figure out what's next. Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened yesterday. I don't care about being right. I care about success and doing the right thing. We're just enthusiastic about what we do. You have to be burning with an idea, or a problem, or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out. For you to sleep well at night, the aesthetic, the quality, has to be carried all the way through. The greatest thing is when you do put your heart and soul into something over an extended period of time, and it is worth it. Things don't have to change the world to be important. Details matter. It's worth waiting to get it right. Get closer than ever to your customers. So close that you tell them what they need well before they realize it themselves. Even if we lose our money, we'll have a company. For once in our lives, we'll have a company. The doers are the major thinkers. The people that really create the things that change this industry are both the thinker and doer in one person. I don't mind being wrong, and I'll admit that I'm wrong a lot. It doesn't really matter to me too much. What matters to me is that we do the right thing. I do not adopt softness towards others because I want to make them better. Focusing is about saying no. And you've got to say no, no, no. When you say no, you piss off people. If you don't love it, you're going to fail. Picasso had a saying, "Good artists copy, great artists steal," and we have always been shameless about stealing great ideas. Thanks for watching to the end. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on notifications to catch all new videos.